All right. So, hello everyone. Welcome to an informative session of NestGen 23. With the global emergence of docking stations, this session will take a deep dive into the Hextronics Dock series, including the Atlas designed for the DJI M300, the newly launched Hextronics Universal, and the most versatile docking station compatible with 4 plus drone models. Interruptions due to battery depletion or technical issues can cause significant downtime, which can be costly and even dangerous in certain situations. Additionally, some drones may be used in remote locations, making it challenging to retrieve them for battery replacements or even maintenance. Therefore, having a battery swapping mechanism that allows for uninterrupted operations can greatly improve the efficiency and the reliability of drone operations, making them more effective and safer. So today, to shed light on this topic, we have Kurt, founder and CEO of Hextronics, joining us today. Hextronics is an engineering company that manufactures drone docking stations equipped with a cutting-edge robotic battery swapping mechanism, allowing for uninterrupted drone operations. A mechanical engineer from Miami, Curtis studied at the Georgia Institute of Technology with a burning passion for robotics and product development. Kurt started Hextronics in early 2020 and has come up with additional products ever since. Along the way, the Hextronics team has won the Engineering Capstone Design Competition at Kurt's alma mater, graduated from the GT CreateX Startup Accelerator, received recognition from the largest tech journal in South Florida, and listed at Miami Inno's top 25 under 25 companies. So before our minds all off wander by chilling by the beach in Miami, I have to share a few housekeeping rules and let Kurt conduct the session. So here they are. First, please type in your questions in the Q&A tab of the session and it will be answered after the presentation. The session is getting recorded and will be published soon. We also have a Hextronic booth in the expo section, so make sure you please visit it during the networking sessions. And last but not the least, there's an ongoing poll, so we please request you to participate. Finally, please remember to capture your favorite moments of the session and share it on Twitter or LinkedIn by using the hashtag NestGen. A few lucky people who might share it might have a surprise in store. So before we jump in, I would like to thank our sponsors, DJI Enterprise, who is our title sponsor, and Volatus Aerospace, who is our platinum sponsor. So with that, Kurt, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Natasha, for the intro.
Yep.
Let's see, are we ready to go? I can't really hear you. I'm not sure if you can hear me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm just gonna start sharing my screen. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate to be here at NestGen. Thank you, Natasha, for the intro, and thank you to the team at Flightbase, and especially with Flight Now to get the party started with drone autonomy in 2023. Let's go for it. Speaking of 2023, I'd just like to touch base back on where we've come since the beginning, basically from the lab, from a little lab that I slept in Georgia Tech, where we made some of the first prototypes, and then really getting started back in my garage in Miami with just a group of interns and guys that I convinced to join on this mission. And then we really started to gain some traction across the world, made Miami our home by expanding into the Hex quarters or Hex Q. And now we're currently running full scale production in Hex Q with our Atlas system. And it's seen quite a few paces from the global. And we're excited to tell you a lot about where we're going today, and would like to show you a brief snippet of everything we've done in the past few years. You all might remember this intro, but let's just go for it. So you all remember the global, and you've probably seen that intro before. This is our initial startup video for the global. You all might have seen opening your nest. And it seems like not too long ago, but really it's been quite some time. And so nano and micro are systems for the Paradenofi drone. And Hextruck is the mobile option that we've pioneered with the global initially, and have pushed forward with the Atlas, and soon you'll see what we're working on. And now bringing us to the Atlas. And finally, the Universal that we launched late last year at Art Basel right here in Miami. And you'll see as well Hex Vision, the tool that we're already starting to use to provide detailed reports and mapping for select clients. And then one thing we're excited about as well, the Hex Cargo, a full service delivery system built for any drone and configured for the M300. All right, so that's kind of a brief overview of what we've been working on. Let's dive into the details in each of the individual industries. So let's explore really why aerial autonomy is necessary in each of these different locations and different service providers. Really, first response, public safety, improving emergency time to response, as well as we know with construction and infrastructure inspection, of which we've got countless case studies using today, on one that we'll overview right now. And so for real construction and asset monitoring, over time, inspection of the location is paramount. And as you all understand, swapping out batteries is not the most automatic use case. So what we've designed is essentially the battery swapping system for the Mavic 2 initially, and then we'll dive deeper into what you can produce from this. Many of these are shots captured from the Mavic and the M300 that we've done through our fleets of autonomy. Okay, and then further into energy maintenance and into agricultural monitoring. Really, these are some of the key industry segments that we are extremely proud to be working on today with our partners, and that we see a wide variety of solutions being able to be brought to market with groups working really together to create solutions based on open hardware that is really accessible to everyone. And so in this use case, you'll see the Atlas taking off from the nest, and in livestock, agriculture, and a wide variety of different farming use cases, definitely where a drone is necessary. And here again, showing just how powerful the Atlas system is when it completely enables remote automation and inspection while providing battery swapping. Okay, and also mining analysis is one that we'll talk about very soon. Furthermore, these are the solutions that we've provided from 2021 and 22, the global, micro, and the nano. And then moving forward, the Atlas. Throughout 2023 and beyond, initially configured for the M300. This battery swapping machine is quite the beast and really is a powerhouse and a workforce to automate many of your current methods of M300 flight. And so through FlightNow, many existing payloads, even beyond the capabilities of something like a H20 or H20T, are able to be integrated into your automatic workflows and have the data downloaded seamlessly. And so we house all 8 batteries that come with the M300. And in doing so, we use the standard DJI battery charger mounted within the unit. Ready for another mission, all automated and powered by FlightNow. And so we went forward with the Atlas, starting design and production in 2022, built to be the most rugged and reliable drone nest in the world. Initially focused on the DJI M300, which is with its wide payload capacity and its full service weight that it can carry. Really, we wanted to target the most powerful drones in the industry that will be able to provide a wide variety of services moving forward. M300 is a very powerful workhorse, and especially the method of swapping its batteries through the back has enabled quite an ability for our engineering and design team to create such a compatible machine. And in doing so, right now the downtime is 6 minutes between swaps. However, we're going to be able to provide just under 4 minutes in about a month or so. Right now, these systems are deployed in over 20 countries across the world, 6 of the 7 continents. I always say this until it's true, but Antarctica, we're coming for you. And we're excited to work with all of our partners worldwide and really think that this industry of drone autonomy is one that the world is taking on together. It's really binding a lot of groups, having everyone come together. Actually, right now, I'm in a hotel room in Malaysia. I've been all over the world with this business, and it's very powerful to meet the groups that are really making a difference and see how they're integrating automated drones into their operations. So in doing this from across the world, we've really been able to have boots on the ground and see what clients and users are really finding powerful about our systems and showing what it enables them to do for their use cases and end customers. And from that, we've been able to hear a lot of feedback in creating an even better system. One thing we've heard is, hey, these drone companies change their drone every year. What the heck? Am I going to need a new nest every year? What's the deal? We need a nest that's going to be built and deployed for the next 10 years, something that really we can count on and ensure that, hey, if there's a better drone that comes out, we're not stuck with this machine for the long term. But we want an investment that really stays the test of time. And on top of that, there's a wide variety of different providers of powerful analysis software tools that go on top of the automation that really enables for deep dive analysis of 3D visuals and 2D analytics that can really make a difference and deliver the best outcome to the user. And so we see this as being applicable to platforms such as FlightNow that enable open APIs for direct integration. And on top of that, a comprehensive warranty and beyond that, future-proof hardware. More than anything, it needs to be plug and play. It needs to work. It needs to get there. It needs to fly across the world. It needs to be easy to install, easy to to maintain. And then on top of that, easy to be modular. So really modular system integration is one that we've heard where, hey, I need a cellular modem, or no, I really just need a Ethernet, and so I don't need that whole integrated system. Or hey, I'm moving my nest to a more heated environment. I need the HVAC and a wide variety of different use cases that can enable a singular system to provide value for a multitude of different use cases based off the modular components that reside within it. So on that, here's the universal.
Kurt, we can't hear your audio from the presentation.
So designed to fit a wide variety of drones, the two that we see being the most demanded for are the Mavic 3 and the Anafi USA, which are right now in hands of some of our beta testers and users, and we're excited to be able to start deliveries near the end of Q2. Okay. On top of that, stated again, the Universal, built for 2023 and beyond, is really compatible with some of the most variety of drones existing on the market. That goes from Mavic, Anafi, Autel, Skydio. Many of the drones that you're familiar with today are all going to be integrated for the suite of autonomy that's to come in the next few years. And with this, with the design of the shell and the integrated components within, we're able to really bring down our costs that then bring down the cost for the end user. That's going to enable all of your operations to scale much quicker on a much faster track to a higher return on investment. And with this, all of our systems, we're offering 5-year structural warranty for the system, so you can be sure that your nest will always be able to handle whatever gets thrown at it. And on top of this, we've got more than 10 different configurations with all of the modular capabilities within. The Universal is able to charge and swap many of the drone types that I just listed, and all of which is completely selectable at checkout and configurable after sale as well. On top of this, I'm pleased to talk about Hexvision, which is a system that we've been building alongside our partners at Anvil Labs, another startup down here in South Florida. We're really excited about the tools that we're bringing, and as we discussed, our beta users are right now testing it out, giving us feedback, really understanding the most critical aspects that it brings to their organization. And there is something different about Hexvision that we have not found in any other visual analysis tool. It is something that we're very proud to show a little bit more of today. But if you really want to see what's behind the curtain, join us for the public release and the open registration for the Hexvision platform at the end of Q2. More details to come very soon. Let's see how it's working now for one of our partners at Cemex in South Florida. So Cemex is one of the largest manufacturers of cement, and they are using Hexvision right now to analyze their stockpiles of material. And so through using Flight Now and our partners at Anvil, we're able to schedule completely auto grid missions and even control multiple drones at the same time, able to cover more ground and able to map areas extremely quickly. Okay, that is our presentation for NestGen. Very excited for what's to come. Follow us on all of the socials. We're making big pushes this year, and if you would like to be a part of our our universal initial user program, please do not hesitate to reach out to us at kurt@hextronics.tech, or just straight through our contact form on the website, and we'll get straight to you. And really excited to see what we can bring this year, 2023. Thank you all. And let me see if there's any Q&A.
Thank you, Kurt, for this session. It was really insightful. We've got a lot of questions from the audience, so let's open the house for a round of Q&A, okay? Can you hear me, Kurt?
Okay, Natasha, I think you are muted.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you now.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of questions. All right, let's go. Brandon is asking, what industries are utilizing BVLOS operations using your technology globally? And what industries do you see moving BVLOS forward and faster in the US?
I can hear you, Natasha. If we can just ask in Q&A, I'll just pull questions from there, if that's all right.
Okay.
All right. So I'm seeing a question from Alagin. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but what is maximum practical time the system is operated without people interruption? And so right now we've got systems tracked across the world. We've got systems that have been on for over 280 days continuously without intervention. And then we have nests that we have been operating. The nest that we've demoed for Ken Herron on his podcast, and that nest has not had human interaction for the past 4 months and we fly it on a recurring basis, essentially mapping out the farmland or giving general demos. And so then from Brandon, I think, Brandon, I just saw you not too long ago. I'll answer his question now. What industries are utilizing BVLOS and using technology globally? And what industries are moving BVLOS forward the fastest in the US? And so what I'd like to say is globally, we have BVLOS operations for high intensity energy inspection throughout Southeast Asia. And we also have recurring missions for construction in some of the most advanced cities currently being built in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And both of those are advancing very quickly. The growth of BVLOS in their specific region and countries. And in US, really, I see drone as a first responder, as well as many agricultural applications in relatively remote areas to be ones that can very quickly push the boundaries of BVLOS flight across the US. And right now we are in discussion with many groups across the world. And in the US, we have already integrated the full detect and avoid solution from Iris through our software providers that integrate with our Nest. Okay, and then let's see, we've got a message from Mike. Interesting, control multiple drones same time. Do you have a waiver for a BVLOS or an observer? Yeah, so for this application, we had the drones on site, and we did have an observer that was just someone who could see the drones as they were in operation. But the team at Hextronics controlled the drones completely remotely from our facility. And so it was BVLOS mission conducted. However, there's just someone on site that could verify drones are in proper flight orientation, and they're operating safely. Okay, and then we've got another question. How can we operate with a dock in harsh weather conditions? And so Hextronics is proud to say that we operate in some of the harshest weather conditions across the world, and that's due to our HVAC integrated cooling system that enables operation in up to even 130 degree Fahrenheit temperatures. And we found many of this to be necessary in locations such as Saudi Arabia, because, man, it gets hot out there. The sun is blazing. And really, if you want longevity for the system, and you want the computing components within the nest to function at maximum capacity, you need a way to do cooling in the system. And then with heating, heating has not posed too much of an issue with our nest. Granted, we're not in Antarctica yet, but we do have integrated heating within the nest that does satisfy the need for many use cases. However, for some that do get extremely cold, we do provide an additional heating element. However, within the universal nest, many of those problems have been solved, and we will be able to operate in much well below sub-zero temperatures and well above 120 Fahrenheit with the design of the universal. Okay, and then we've got Anonymous. How many drones can be in the docking station? Right now, it's a single drone. How many drones? Yeah, same question. And then another question, can we use Hextronics with a custom drone? Talk to us. Reach out to Hextronics. Go to our website, fill out our contact form, and we'll be in touch with you. If you haven't already sent something, then we'll follow up shortly. Okay, sounds good, Natasha. I know I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on. It's probably my system, but I heard you earlier. But I think that's all for the event today. How do we do?
Okay, yeah, you did great, Kurt. Thank you so much. This definitely helps us set the path forward for the adoption of BVLOS with Hextronics, let's hope. Right, so thank you all for joining us today. Coming up is a networking session, so hop onto the sessions window for your discussions over there. Thank you everyone for joining. We can close now.
Thank you as well.